Check one, check.
So what's really wild is getting back to the school system and how, they have to accept these furries, these Serikins, these Otherkins. What happened to the rule about 10 years ago where Halloween was canceled in schools? Couldn't dress up in Halloween costumes. And I mean, kids really looked forward to Halloween, but I think they made that rule because some kids were had less fortunate, couldn't afford their families couldn't afford a suit, or in religious schools you can't dress as a devil or whatever. But now it's okay to be this every day of the year.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It doesn't work.
That is insanity.
It doesn't work at all. I'm going to play another quick clip. This is Matt Walsh.
Okay.
Interviewing the BC wolf from the previous video.
Okay.
Yeah, and you really want to pay attention to what Matt Walsh has to say.
It's sort of the logical conclusion of the leftist sexual agenda. What happens when we become unmoored from truth, unmoored from reality, from our moral tradition, and we took the rabbit hole all the way down in the film. So I want to play this clip from What is Woman, which is available now at whatiswoman.com. You can become a subscriber and watch, but here it is, watch.
So now we are seeing kids that are identifying as animals going to school, and they are purring instead of answering questions, and they meow. And the teachers are not allowed to question it because it's considered a queer identity.
So you have kids that are going to school and they're saying, I'm a cat. And the teachers have to affirm them as a cat.
Yes. So it's
the
not
schools
just
are
the
like
young ones.
literal zoos now, basically.
They are.
I am a 27-year-old transgender woman. I am a wolf Therian and a member of the furry fandom.
When and how did you discover this inner wolfness?
Probably around age 10 or 11. I was watching an anime about wolves and see the wolf running across the screen, and I'm somehow just intrinsically like, oh, that's me.
Have you spent any time around biological wolves?
Yes.
That sounds dangerous also. What context are you?
So I was a volunteer with a preserve, and I've also visited many wolf preserves.
Are you able to communicate with the wolves?
Am I going to have a conversation with a wolf in the way that I'm communicating you and I? Obviously not. Am I going to read their body language, respond appropriately to their behaviors and their nonverbal cues? Yes.
Would you be able to give us an example of this wolf communication?
No. I'm not comfortable doing so.
Okay, all right.
Not comfortable doing so because
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's retarded. I'm going to scrub to the end of the video here where Matt actually says something pretty cool.
Therapists that feel like they can speak out without having their careers destroyed, that this is a thing now. Kids, this is what kids are doing. And it's like, well, and of course kids are doing that. When you tell kids that, hey, you can be whatever you want to be, your identity's up to you, of course a lot of them are going to say, oh, well, I'm a wolf, or I'm a whatever, I'm a monkey. And usually, in a sane society, kids pretending to be animals, as long as they're kids. Now, the person we were talking to there, was it wolf Therian, not a kid, that's an adult. But for kids pretending to be animals, usually it's, my own kids do that sometimes. My 2-year-old runs around pretending to be an animal. And that's perfectly fine. That's using your imagination. Except that we don't live in a sane society. And so now we latch on to that and say, okay, well, that's who you are now. That's your identity. That's not just a game. That's who you are. So look out for the sequel, What is a Human, dropping sometime in the next few years.
It's insane.
It is insane. Absolutely insane.
Like Matt says, imagination at 2 and 3 and 4 years old, 5, 6, Halloween or whatever. But at 27 years old, that's not age appropriate. No. She's hiding from reality.
Yeah.
It's absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. It is. And